acts of kindness. It's always important that we get reminders that the smallest act of kindness can not only help someone else, but it can change their life. That in that way, one person can change the world. And it's so important to remember this. And that is why we're sitting down with Brian Babbitt to discuss the 30 Days of Kindness. Thank you so much for being here today, Brian.
Thank you for having me.
So before we get started about the campaign, tell us a little bit about your organization.
So North Country Community Mental Health is a community mental health. We serve 6 counties in northern Michigan. We do Sheboygan, Emmett, Charlevoix, have to go down in geographic order, Otsego County, Antrim County, and Kalkaska County. And we serve about 4,000 people a year.
That's quite the area. How many people do you have servicing that large of an area?
We have about 200 direct employees that service. And then through contracts that support people in the community, there's another 400 to 500 people.
That's incredibly impressive. So it makes the 30 Days of Kindness quite widespread. So tell us a little bit about the meaning behind this campaign.
So, we decided to launch this campaign to hopefully inspire some extra random acts of kindness out there. February 17th is National Random Act of Kindness Day. So we decided to go a month early and kind of ramp up for that, hopefully allow community members to get involved in these acts of kindness. I hear a lot of times, how do we get involved? What can we do? How do we make a difference? This is a really simple way to make that happen.
And that's how this spreads, is one person doing something small to help another, showing kindness. It inspires that person to then go show kindness to those people in their world.
Right.
And it just spreads out from there.
Right.
It's so often, as a person, we look at the sometimes divisive world we live in today, and we think, how can one person really? Right. That's how you make a difference. Yeah. How can people help?
And you can do it every day, and you can do it multiple times a day,
yes,
right?
It
doesn't involve money, doesn't it? You just have to be aware, and you have to think about it in doing it. And if you do something nice for me, I'm in a little bit better mood, and then I'm more likely to do something nice for somebody else. And so it just ripples out just out into the world.
And it takes nothing. You don't have to pull out your checkbook. You don't have to necessarily go and build a house for someone for it to be considered nice. It's the smallest of gestures.
Right.
How can we help with the campaign? What type of things are we doing to spread kindness?
So we have 3 primary ways for viewers to get involved. One is Kindness Rocks. So we've painted 200 rocks, give or take. Our staff, our family members, clubhouse members. We'll distribute those out into the community. Viewers can find them, take a picture, put them on social media, tag North Country. They can paint their own rocks and add to the collection that's out there. So we've seeded it, but there's a lot of opportunity to do that. Just good reminders. If you find a rock and you like it and it's something you really relate to, take the rock. That's fine. If it's one you want to take and maybe put somewhere else or leave it where it's at, that's fine as well. So that's one way. We have Kindness Bingo, which you can download from our website, which is norcocmh.org. It's live today. And it's a regular bingo card. It's got simple acts of kindness on it. It might be putting the grocery cart away in the parking lot when you pull in that somebody left out. Could be just saying hello to somebody you haven't talked to in a long time.
It's the small gestures.
Yeah, 4 or 5 different activities, and you can submit those activities if you make a straight line bingo, and then we'll do prize drawings every week. And then we'll do one grand prize drawing on the final day.
So it's not just the internal warm and fuzzies you get from being kind,
Right.
there's some incentive to be kind during this campaign.
Right. It's not a new car, but it's, little gift cards and things like that.
Just to
that
show
we're
that
doing
kindness
to do.
is appreciated.
Exactly
because
right.
It is.
Exactly
It is.
right.
So what's the third way?
The third way is as kind of a self-help. Be kind to yourself,
Okay.
be kind to your mind. So it's a lot of tips you can download on things that you can do for yourself. Like we're often our own worst critic.
So true.
So,
true.
reset that a little bit and say, what would I say to you if it was you, somebody I cared about rather than, myself.
Exactly.
And just be a little bit kinder as you go along. There's a lot of value in that. It really boosts your self-esteem and helps with your overall mental health.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. And as we were discussing before we started this interview today, sometimes it could feel a little selfish, focusing on yourself. But what you have to realize is helping yourself helps everyone around you, your
Right.
friends, your family. If you're happier, happiness is contagious.
Correct. Absolutely. The other thing we talked about was, on the airplane, put your own mask on first.
Exactly.
So it's a little bit of that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Put your mask on first, then help others where you can.
That's right.
Before we wrap up today, Brian, what was the catalyst for this? Because it's so important to spread kindness, and this is such a wonderful idea and program and way to do exactly that. So what was the moment when you wanted to bring this to the communities?
Well, we've wanted, and we put it on a priority list, to have greater community involvement and do more outreach. So I can't take credit for this initiative specifically. We have a communications person who worked, and the team got together and they decided this would be a great way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fun way for everybody to be involved.
It absolutely is. And for our viewers out there, if you do find one of these amazing kindness rocks in particular floating around your community, please tag 9and10news.com, because we would love to both see them, share them on our programs, and just continue to spread kindness in any way we can. Brian, for people at home, they want more information, they want to maybe participate, where can they go for more information?
So it's on our website, off our main page, and it's in the news section on the bottom of the main page. And our website is www.norcocmh.org, which is norcocmh.org. You can also pick up any of this information at any of our 6 offices.
Oh, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Brian, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming in, and thank you for spreading kindness
Yeah, we
throughout our
appreciate you
community.
helping us do it. So
And
thank
we
you.
are going to make sure all the information you need to connect with the organization and participate in 30 Days of Kindness. It's all going to be available after the show today over on 9 and 10 News.